Hi everyone, it's Mr. Hurst here. I hope you've been having a great summer and enjoying the weather. I just need a couple of minutes of your time just to go through a couple of changes that you're going to see at school when we start back in a few weeks. By now, via parent pay or through the post, you should have received a letter outlining the plans for how school is going to reopen in September. It'll give you the date and the time of your first day back in school. It's very important that you look at the information on the letter and the student guide, as well as watching what I'm going to go through in the next couple of minutes. So as you can see, I'm here on the corner of West End Park, which might be an area that you're unfamiliar with. This is where we need you guys to come into school, and these are the bus gates. Now please don't worry, there aren't going to be any vehicles coming up and down here whilst you're coming into school and leaving school. So if you arrive on foot, you just walk up the path there. If you're arriving on bicycle, please get off just here and walk your bike up towards school. And if you are coming on a school bus, buses for the foreseeable future will be dropping off and picking up at the front of school on Turnsteads Avenue. So you guys, you will need to walk around past the mini roundabout and up the bus lane. So once you get to the top of the bus lane, we'll need you to come through this gate here and then make your way towards the food technology doors. So those arriving on bikes, you'll be able to lock your bikes up here against the wall. We'll provide some stands for you. Right, and after you've done that, along with everyone else, you will go in through the food technology doors that you probably haven't used before, but that will be your way into school. You'll be met there by your student support lead, and you'll have to sanitise your hands before you go in. The picture you can see now is an aerial photo taken from above, showing West End Park at the top, Turnsteads Avenue at the left-hand side, and the red garage just peeking in at the bottom. This picture shows you your year group's route into school, and it shows you the approximate locations of the bike racks and also the bus stops on Turnsteads Avenue that will be for public buses and for school buses. So after you've sanitised your hands, you'll come straight into school and you will go straight up the food technology stairs up to the red Year 11 zone, which is where you will stay for all of your lessons. The Year 11 zone is colour-coded red and is located on floors 1 and 2 of the school building, as you can see in the photo. Access will be through the food technology doors, and access to your zone will be via the food technology stairs. You must stay in your allocated zone, and it is vitally important that you do not pass into any other zone containing other students in other year groups. Now, to help you do this, doors will be closed, no entry posters on the doors, and we will also be adding some markings on the floor to prevent you from going into any other zone. If anybody goes into another zone deliberately, the consequences may well be very severe. So, Year 11s, you will be using the restaurant for your break and lunchtime, but to get to the restaurant, we will require you to come down your zone stairs, which is at the food technology corner of the building, turn right and back out of the food technology doors, turn right and follow the path around the back of the building. Having left the food technology doors, you'll walk along the side of the building here, turn right, and you'll enter the restaurant through the doors that lead out onto the outdoor play area. So your year groups will be using the restaurant here for your break and lunch times. We will be offering a choice of foods, but it will be a reduced menu. The outdoor space that you will be able to use is marked here by the white line and also the red bins across the playground. It's very, very important you stay just in this area. At the far end of the playground, there will be another year group, another bubble, and it is vitally important that you don't go anywhere near them. So this area in the middle will be empty at all times, and you must not go into that area. So as you arrive to your teaching spaces and classrooms, you will find that in every space there is a cleaning station. As you enter the room and as you leave the room, you'll need to sanitise your hands, and you'll need to wipe down your desk or any other surface that you've been using. As you can see here, all the desks are facing forward, and this is the drama studio, believe it or not, but we've had to convert it to a classroom just to make sure that we can keep all pupils and zones separate. At the end of the school day, you'll be dismissed from the same door which you entered, which is the food technology door. You'll need to sanitise your hands as you leave, and then walk yourself along the footpath here, turn right until you get to the top of the bus lane, and then make your way down towards the corner of West End Park. Please try not to congregate in large groups at any point whilst you're on the school site. So those are some of the changes that you're going to see in school when you return in September. Now the reason for those changes is because schools now have to follow the government guidance in response to the coronavirus. And the changes are in place really for your safety, the safety of staff, and also the safety of the wider school community. Now, when things change, it is always natural and normal to be a little bit nervous and maybe a little bit apprehensive about returning to school. But I do want to reassure you that this is still Whitcliffe Mount. We're still in the same building, largely the same staff. We've got a few new staff starting, but largely the same staff, and certainly you guys, the same students. So we are still very, very much Team Whitcliffe. So this pandemic hasn't just affected this country or our local area, it has affected the whole world. And many things are now a little bit different to how they were before. But I think if we show our true Whitcliffe spirit, if we work together, if we work hard, if we look out for each other, if we support each other, I think our school can come through this even stronger than it was before. We are really, really looking forward to welcoming you back to school so that we can continue to enjoy, to achieve, and to celebrate with you. See you soon.